Hi, my name is John Sugg. I'm a student at Colorado Christian University in Project Management Methods. Today we'll be talking about Agile versus Waterfall, processes, and guidelines. I will be giving you a step-by-step guideline of each process within Agile and Waterfall. The first phase in Agile is the input. The input comes from executives, from the team, from stakeholders, and from users. The first phase of Waterfall is the requirements phase, where you create documentation, you get input from SMEs, subject matter experts, business user input, and you complete the requirements documentation. The primary process within the Waterfall design process of project management is creating documentation. The Agile versus Waterfall process 2 is Sprint Planning Meeting. This is where you select the top tasks to be completed and create a team consisting of the team players and the Scrum Master. The second phase of the Waterfall is Design. Study requirements documentation created in the previous phase, specify hardware and system requirements, create a system architecture, and begin by creating the software code. Phase 3 in Agile is the sprint. This is a 1 to 4 week task sprints where you create tasks that are needed to be completed for the overall project itself. Each day, every 24 hours, the team gets together with the Scrum Master and has a daily Scrum meeting. This is a 15-minute or so meeting each day to cover the tasks that have been completed from the previous day, to make sure that things are going smoothly, and that any other tasks do not need to be created or should be created in which to complete the overall project itself. In Waterfall, the next phase is implementation. In this phase, we create small program units get developed for the overall process. Those are worked on, and then they are tested in each individual unit to make sure that the individual programs themselves are working for the overall software development project. The next phase in Agile is the sprint review. This is where you review the tasks that have been completed and then continue any other tasks within the program cycle itself in a sprint method, still meeting every 24 hours in a sprint meeting, in a Scrum meeting, and having that time to go over each of the tasks to the completion of the project itself. In the Waterfall process, the next phase is verification and testing. This is where the software is sent out for testing. They are looking for flaws or errors within the software itself, and an initial setup may be done with someone within the software project management team. The next phase is finished work within the Agile process. The rollout of the software is done to the customer, and then individual task sprints are then created for any errors that are found or input or changes from the customer. And then a sprint retrospective is done. This is where they review and improve any processes were done during the sprint process of Agile. The next phase in the Waterfall is maintenance and deployment. The software is deployed to the customer or the market, whichever is used here. Modifications are made to the software according to what the customer has seen or wants within certain steps that follow the documentation created for the Waterfall process, and then support is created for the customer to support the software or any issues that may have been arised during the deployment of the software. Thank you. I hope you understand a little bit better of the Agile versus Waterfall processes and their products and guidelines.